Well, Noel Holmes here with another episode of This Old Pathfinder. Matt, you got your Pathfinder in here too, I see.
I do, yes I do.
Double Pathfinders? What the? Oh, mine's here by the way. There she is. Matt, what are you doing today?
Today I'm putting some speakers in and some tweeters.
Nice.
See what was in there.
Let's take a look. What you got there?
Quality Clarion factory speakers from '96.
Wow. Let's see the backside of that old girl. Oh, yeah, that's some power.
They are all working actually, but sounding horrible.
A little bit bunk, eh?
Bunk City.
Okay, what'd you get? I see. Oh, kicking the Kenwoods. Oh dear. Component speaker system.
They're all laid out here.
Matt, how many watts are you going to be laying down here? More than before, right? That's pretty.
50.
Oops. I should probably set that down before I start filming. 240 watts peak. And those are pretty good too. Matt, this looks good.
Thanks, Mike.
Way she goes. Oh, little Nala's beds back here.
Yeah,
just shit everywhere. Oh, 4-door speakers.
This has never been off.
Oh, I see.
That's very impressive.
So what are you doing right now?
Right now I'm just wiring up the tweeters.
Oh, are you minding your eyes?
A couple tweets.
So you got to run 2 sets of wires down into the door?
No, they're already running. They're actually there already. Actually, the factory ones.
Oh, you're putting ones up there.
Yeah. So I'm replacing those ones.
Very nice. Yes. Okay, well, we'll check it out once you're done.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. So we got Grimace here. Yeah. So here's Matt's truck, and there's my Pathfinder. We got 2 generations represented. Is this an R50? And I think mine's a WD21. Right now, my truck is sitting on 2-inch coil spring rubber spacers I threw in the rear. Well, supposedly 2-inch. Maybe you can see how level it's. If you saw the last episode, you'll know that I put in, or I should say I torqued up the torsion bars. So you can see whether or not I think it's sitting a little better in the rear. I'm probably just going to leave it like this. A little more clearance in the front doesn't hurt. As long as my headlights are reasonably aimed, my caster's alright. I might actually do a wheel alignment later on. It's our machine. Look at people at Hunter. Also right now I'm just looking at some pretty scary stuff. I had it up in the air earlier to put the coil spring spacers in, but yeah. Let me show you some stuff, kids. I'm just going to go ahead and shine this light underneath the truck. Uh-oh. That's maybe not best. Looks like we've got a hole in the floor, boys. This light is bright. I'm just going to shine it down there. So what I've been doing is using a roll of duct tape to patch up the hole. Put some plastic over, duct tape again, and then some cardboard to keep the noise out. When Susie and I were driving the other day, we found there was a lot of gas smell. I mean, the gas tank's leaking, and that's another thing. Maybe I'll show a little more right now. Some connections in there. I wanted to look at the top of the fuel tank, and that's why I had the seats folded down originally, but that's rusted. So much rust. But to pull this carpet, you got to remove these things here. So, you know what? Maybe I don't. Maybe I can just cut around this carpet. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I might just cut around this carpet, fold this back to see if there's an access port to the top of the fuel tank, just for fun, investigate it, you know. And if I ever do have to change the pump, then I can get to it. But there's definitely no access port under the seats here because that's not the tank. The tank's actually further back. So away she goes. But Pathfinder is driving great otherwise. So I'm going to lift it up one more time and I'll show you the spring spacers I threw in there. I should probably do a test with and without, but that's okay. Well, boys, we're up on the hoist again, as you can see. Old Pathfinder. I'm just going to clean my lens. It's really dirty right there. Okay, I don't know if that's any better, a little clearer. Hey, there's Matt. Matt, how's it going? Nice. So let me show you those spring spacers I put in there. They're cheap, $12. Yeah, so just between the rounds of the springs, you've probably seen these in the Canadian Tire bargain aisle. That's all it is. They're just a big old block of rubber that goes between in the spring. Why can't I see my hand in the shot? There it is. Weird. Yeah, that's all there is to it. So, freak's sakes, I'll just leave those in there for now. And I just wanted to lift it up again to double check that fuel leak. And I'm going to use this to my advantage. What I think is happening, right now the truck's got half a tank in it. This isn't the actual tank, this is the outer shield. But you can see the real tank is here. So, let me just put this on a more solid surface because I'm shaking a heck of a lot. I think this is the seam of this tank here. I think it's leaking along there. You can see it's kind of separating there. Maybe I'll give you a close up. Why not, eh? I think that's where she's pissing out of. Let's give her, oh yeah. What's going on up there, eh? What's really going on? I think it's time we took a closer look up here. Uh-ohs. What are this? What's happening here? This is just a subframe. That's quite wet there. And maybe we can see with this camera, top of the fuel tank. What's all that? I wonder if I got a leak at the top of the tank. There's that freaking door I want to get to. Oh, fancy fella.
Hello, folks.
Matt, is that your new speaker already?
It is, yes.
Well done. So what's the first song you're going to listen to?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, just kind of whatever shows up on the old iPad.
Something Fred Penner.
Oh,
By Fred Penner, yeah.
A Winnipeg native. Is he from Winnipeg? If he is, comment below. That's my hometown, Bizzle. Okay, Matt. Well, it's looking good. You know, the viewers are getting impatient. They want to know what's really going on here.
Well, the tweeters can't see because they're tucked away all nice.
What about the monkey man?
No idea what happened to him.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to take some pictures of the top of the tank, and we're going to throw those in the video too. Okay, just in the back of the Pathfinder now. So I think the fuel pump access is probably right about there. Only problem is I can't actually get the screws out because they're all corroded in. So I'm going to leave those because I don't want to break them off because this is useful. But what I can do is angle these up, kind of like this one, and just cut the carpet around there because really, who cares? Let's do that now. Well, oh my goodness, I got it. And it is, you can't tell, but it's sopping wet. Tell about the glisteniness. So, what do you think? These bolts are probably not going to turn, so I'm just going to break them off because we want to get in here regardless. Holy crap, it actually came out. Look, I got one of the bolts out. Okay, well, we'll see what happens with the others here. That one broke off. That's okay. I'm just going to friggin' patch this up when I'm done. Some silicone. That was just spinning. Maybe that'll be our pivot point. And this one broke off too, but we're going to pry this out of there with a little pry bar. Okay, and there's the top of our fuel tank here, and everything's actually dry and the lines are all there. So that's good news. What I'm going to do is actually soak these in penetrating oil for when I get my next fuel tank, which is going to be soon. And I don't see anything weird down there. Let's just turn on. Yeah, you know, she's all dry up here, so I don't know what's going on. I'm just wondering about this there. What's up with that? What's really going on there? Is that wet with fuel? No, not really. This looks like it may have been at some point. I don't know. I might have got that wet when I was doing some fur by furring. Definitely some rust in there, right? Hopefully that isn't right into the tank. I think that's just rust that's fallen down from here. It's pretty dank though. Yeah, it's probably fuel tank. I think it's just leaking along that front seam, but I had to open this up anyway because I'm going to open that up when I replace the tank, so that's what I know what I'm up against. The only problem is, just taking a look underneath, is these bolts that mount the tank. I'm not so sure they're going to want to play ball. That's going to be a bit of a job to get out. So that's pretty much all for today. Oh, I also recoated this bumper. Let me get you a better shot of that. I'd use some rocker guard. Give it that tough look. Let's peel off some tape. The light's under there somewhere. There they are. So that's kind of the deal. I talked to Matt over here about adjusting the ride height. It sits about that much higher in the front than the rear right now. And I'm just going to take a week to decide whether I want to put Jeep Grand Cherokee coils in the rear and lift it up. I can leave it, or I can lower the front a little bit. I'm going to leave it for a week just to see how she goes. Oh, it's Tim. Tim does like being on camera. He's picking his nose too. Oh man. So pretty much going to end it here for today. This episode of This Old Car is brought to you by the 1996 Nissan Pathfinder. Oh, sorry, the Pathfinder. Pathfinder? I don't know, I was missing a letter. Matt, you still here? 6 hours later. Just kidding, he's been like 45 minutes.
It's been a while.
Yeah, well, what's going on here? What's taking so long?
I'm sort of taking my time.
Well, you should probably be taking care of business. Nice, so that's the last one to go in, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been thinking about the song, and I think you need to play some Eiffel 65. Do you know what song?
No idea.
Blue.
Blue.
So your truck's not really blue, but we'll pretend it is for now.
It says it's blue on the owner's, on the, whatever.
In the reg? Well, that's all we need. That's reason enough to play Eiffel 65 in my books, if you ever needed a reason. Well, now that everybody's seen the back of your head, Matt, where'd you get your haircut?
Oh, I get her done at Almost Magic.
All right, see in the links below for the link to their webpage. And who's your hair cutter?
John.
Johnny.
Lovely
Call Johnny
fellow.
down at the Dickard Hair Place.
Lovely old chap.
And you could have a haircut like Matt.
For the low price of $25.
Did you get Eddie's pricing?
I didn't.
All right. Well, just a couple more seconds to go here, and then Matt's going to show us why he is the audio champion of BMW Victoria. That's all we know. You know, Matt, a little tap will do her. Do it like you mean it. No? Is it winning? Who's winning? You're in the door. Matt McLaren, everybody.
I win.
Looks like you're in ship shape.
These are real old tabs, brother.
Nice. So, Matt, I heard you you did a short little test of the speakers. They worked out pretty good, eh?
Yeah, it's tough to gauge.
Would you say
sound with doors closed and stuff you need to hear?
Would you give it out of 10? How would you rate it compared to how it was before? Maybe the best question is, out of from 1 to 10, what was the audio quality like before?
It wasn't bad, to be honest.
Yeah? Would you give it a 7?
I'd probably give it a 6.
Okay, now
I don't know until the doors are closed.
let's give it a preliminary 8.9. Russian judges are saying 4. Unit, rock the boat. Well, that sounds good.
That sounds fantastic for what it is.
Yeah, we listened to some ghetto beats here. That was fun.
Yeah. No country in this ride.
No, that's right. We wouldn't want to offend the neighbors here. Anyway, that's all for today's episode of This Old Pathfinder.
These old Pathfinders.
These old Pathfinders.
That's right.
And remember, if the women don't find you handsome,
You got a Pathfinder.